Welcome everybody to the Lavish Show. I'm your host, Dr. Shira Stallworth. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for liking my videos, sharing them, and subscribing to my YouTube channel, Shira Stallworth. On today's show, we have a phenomenal guest all the way from Pensacola, Florida. He is none other than Elrico Tunstall. Make sure you stay tuned to this station, this channel, wherever you're viewing from, because you will be amazed at the amazing cast that is on the show today from What the Heart Wants. Welcome everybody to the Lavish Show. I'm your host, Dr. Shira Stallworth. I'm sitting here with none other, the manager of the year, Mr. Elrico Tunstall. How you doing?
Oh man, it is great to be back in your amazing city, our city, Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you're here. It's been a long time coming.
Woo.
The last time you were here, you was doing everything. Quartet, plays, everything. Promoting people.
Yes.
You know, all kind of stuff.
Yes.
What I want to get into and let our audience know that you are multi-talented.
Yeah, I dabble in a little bit of everything, you know, trying to master something eventually. So
yeah, well, you are. I'm very proud of you. You know, I've been knowing you and your family for a long time, and it's been a long time coming because now you have this amazing movie that you have released, and it's on Tubi, it's on Prime. But we're going to get into that later.
Okay.
But what I want to talk about now, who is the real Elrico Tunstall?
The real Elrico Tunstall is a man of God who believes that his faith can get him through anything. That his faith is so strong that it can conquer and it can move any mountain that's in front of him. I truly believe that when God gives you a purpose in life, he doesn't give it to you just to throw it at you. He gives it to you for a reason. So you've got to have the faith to actually go after that purpose to achieve it. So I've spent the past 12 years really building and constructing this thing brick by brick with friends and family who I could call my multi-family, my family, to build to this particular point that we're at right now in life. So the real me is a man of God who just believes in just going after what you want in this life.
That's right, your purpose, purpose and your destiny. I love that. So what were your humble beginnings like, you know, growing up as a child and things like that? I want to know a little bit more about that.
Well, you know, that is a great question. There is a movie that's going to be coming out real soon called The Nerdy Kid from Escambia.
Oh my goodness.
That is going to actually detail my life. It's a biopic about me growing up in the 90s with some of my best friends that are still with me now, going through Escambia High School and, you know, dealing with being in the church with my mom and dad, but still like going out Saturday nights to the club and still having to sit at Sunday morning on Sunday school. There was a particular scene too in the movie we're gonna talk about later that kind of touched on that.
Right.
Still got to go to church no matter what up under this roof. So
that's right.
Just my humble beginnings, man, of coming from a blue collar father and a mother who played the piano or organ all those years in church, man, for several churches all around the Gulf Coast. Just you know, being able to be a young man who knew that I was the popular person, but I knew my place, and I knew eventually my time would come.
That's right.
So I just had to be in position, so when that time came, I was able to walk into that position. So,
right, so would you say you sort of like a PK kid, preacher kid?
Well, let's think about it. Neither one, my dad was a deacon and my mom was a musician, so I don't even get that title. I'm just a nerdy kid from Escambia.
But you had challenges. I know you had some challenges. You know, growing up with parents that are dedicated to the church, you know, in ministry and doing things, the children kind of go through ups and downs and things like that growing up. Because I know you got siblings. I'm going to give a shout out to your brother, Mr. Yule Tunstall. So I met him when he was doing the boxing things with Roy Jones and things like that. So you had an interesting upcoming.
Yeah, I did. And with him, just speaking about him, you know, he kind of was my guardian angel, so to speak, because everybody knew I was Yule's little brother.
Oh, goodness.
So, you know, I still had the bullies that picked on me, but they would only go so far.
Really?
They wouldn't put their hands on me now.
Yeah, your brother.
They gonna talk junk, but they know Yule was there to kind of, you know, deal with him. So, but some of the adversity I kind of went through was, of course, not having the best things in life.
Yeah.
You know, that other kids had, like when They were on Nintendo. I was on Atari.
Yeah.
You know, when they wore Nikes, I wore Rugged Outbacks.
All right.
You know, and so I kind of went through that whole phase of just looking at other kids and how they were being raised. But my parents always taught me don't take nothing for granted.
That's right.
It kind of allowed me to take in everything that comes to me now. I kind of appreciate it a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
so, yeah.
Like you said, I met your lovely mother and your father.
Yeah.
You know, your dad worked so long, so hard.
Yeah.
I mean, my family members and my in-laws, they even work with your father at the shipyard.
Yeah.
So that's amazing, Anything you want to say about your parents, because they were so sweet?
I will say this, the last time that you saw my dad, which was at the play that we did here at the fairgrounds. Right. That was the last event that he was able to come to before cancer attacked him, and he went down and lost his battle with that. But just speaking of him, man, just knowing that everything that he instilled in me, how he was my biggest fan. Him and my mom were my biggest fans. They were always there for me, man. Like, they never missed nothing I did. Even to the point where it was 7 people in the audience, I could always look at there and see those 2 and my dad with the big smile. So to now know that as I go forward in life, they're no longer here with me, but I know they're in my heart. So I carry the spirit inside of me, and it's tough, but it's a part of life. It's part of life.
You sure do, and you exemplify the love that they had, for your craft and everything that you do, and the love that they had for the community. So, so I can just say now that was one of your biggest, inspirations, your parents and your family. So did that kind of cultivate your life into where we going into this next phase of your movie career? Did that kind of cultivate the inspirations in your life? Talk a little bit more about your inspirations in the last minute before we go to commercial.
Well, I tell you this, once again, you're on the road, another great question. So, yes, it definitely inspired and cultivated everything that you're going to be seeing transpiring on screen coming up here in the future. Because without them actually instilling everything they did in me, my writing wouldn't be as powerful as it is. Because I pulled from those experiences to write my scripts. Like, you will, if you had like a little bug that could hear everything that was said in my household, it's actually being said by the actors now that's saying these words that I've written down. So they're living through these scripts and through these actors now. You know what?
When I was watching that movie, I can kind of see that. I was saying to somebody, I wondered, did that actually happen in his life, or did this happen? So I can kind of see it detailed in the movie. That is so awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, I thank you. So we're gonna come right back. We're going to commercial. Don't you go anywhere.
All right.
He's straight out of P. Cola, y'all. We'll be right back.
The state is seeking the death penalty.
From the mind of Elrico Tunstall Studios.
So let me get this right. He cheats on you, lies to you, belittles you, and takes every possession you own.
In association with Yabui Media.
That man owns the biggest record company in the South, 6 vehicles and well over $6.2 million in assets.
Streaming on Prime Video July 2nd. What the Heart Wants.
I was the one that supported your rap career when no one else took you seriously. I was the one in those empty clubs like the 850 events in Store 69, singing every lyric to every song you ever wrote, Stephen.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, but that man left you a long time ago.
You've got 48 hours to come up with the $500,000 you owe me. Or there will be blood.
Your boy, they waiting on who next.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm sitting with the greatest manager on the Gulf Coast, Mr. Elrico Tunstall. Now, we just heard about his upbringing. Let's get into this movie now. This movie that was a stage play and become something that, was your script that you written about reality has become now a movie. That's something that a creator can do. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
The creativity in you. So let's talk about that movie.
Yeah. Well, this movie that we're going to talk about, which is What the Heart Wants, is featuring some amazing dynamic actors that have been assembled like the Avengers from all over the Gulf Coast, from Crestview to from Mobile and Pensacola, Florida. The 2-star leading actors, which is Miriam McGriff and Jeff Sapp, lead this all-star cast through a dramatic family fun night that you can sit down and watch with your whole family.
Right.
And takes everybody on a ride. It takes everybody on a ride. It's a movie that's going to take and transcend and kind of bring back what it was like sitting down with your parents back in the day,
right,
and not having to cover your eyes or your ears because a certain scene popped up.
That's right.
That's what this movie, What the Heart Wants, embodies, but it's a faith-based family film.
I love it. Faith-based family film, and it's What the Heart Wants. What the Heart Wants, and I can say as a testimony, watching this movie, I mean, the beginning of the movie was explosive.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
We didn't play no games.
The audience to know it was very explosive. Me being somebody that was divorced, before, so I kind of, solidated with Miri. You know what I mean? I'm like, hold up. You know what I'm saying? I love the energy that she portrayed on the movie.
Dynamic.
And the husband, and things. So, about this movie, it was a stage play first.
Yes.
Which that's where I went to see you with your actors, amazing actors. I'm just gonna say you're gonna be greater than Tyler Perry because we don't walk the same footsteps and pathway, but we do something extraordinary. You know what I mean? So that stage play catapulted this movie.
Yes, it did.
Tell me about the beginning of doing this stage play.
So the stage play was put in place because I wanted to see what the response would be from people once they actually kind of saw it for the first time. And I wanted to kind of be like almost like a testing ground almost.
Yes.
We had did it first in Pensacola, Florida, and sold out 2 shows back to back and decided, okay, let's bring it over to Mississippi where people don't necessarily know us. Wow. Like I wanted to come into a territory where it was like, okay, we don't know who these people are, but I want to see the reaction. And the reaction that we got from that crowd really let me know, like, this can actually work as a film. So, like I said, with the actors that we had playing and led by Jeff Sapp, it was just too easy. Yeah. It was too easy to translate it.
Jeff Sapp, he's amazing. I mean, I met him doing gospel rap and things like that. And we're going to see some of these actors later on in the show. They're going to be here on the set of the Lavish show. So, do they go everywhere with you? Or
I try to take them everywhere, but we can only fit so many in my trunk. So sometimes we have to caravan, as they say.
Yeah.
Even though my lead actress, she wants a chauffeur. But,
okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have some heavy hitters in this movie.
Heavy hitters.
Even another gospel rapper, Favor. He's here today. So I'm just shouting these names so y'all get ready because we're getting ready to get ready. All right. But you have some dynamic guests in that movie, right?
Yes.
Now I did a revival with one of the ladies you have in there, Dr. Yvonne Capehart.
So
when I seen her in the movie, I was like, oh my goodness, no, he didn't. He got Dr. Yvonne Capehart.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Shocked everybody.
And the message was powerful.
Yes, it was. On point. That was not written. That was all her freestyling.
Wow.
She got up there and she was like, okay, what do you need me? She arrived on set.
Yeah.
She had no script. She didn't know what was going on. I just said, let God use you.
And he did.
And it flowed.
It flowed. Even the music, the other lady.
Siobhan Coleman, yes.
She was awesome. And then you had, I know, Prophet Bruce Gully.
Yes. Shout out, Pop.
I mean, you had everybody, and then the names that were said, I was like, I know them, I know him, I know them.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about this. We're able to put people in places for success,
yeah,
and have a platform now where these people are going to be seen worldwide.
Right, because you're bringing out their creativity.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what I love about it. Not just acting, but it's singing, it's modeling, it's being a fashion mogul and things like that, from the mind of Elrico Tunstall. See, I see it.
You see it, okay.
So I want to get into a challenging question,
All right, do I need to sit up for this? Okay, I'm so comfortable.
Okay, now about, 2020-ish time, coronavirus, COVID hit, things like that. How was it challenging to you to keep your production going, financially, meeting the people that are dedicated? Because I know me being a nonprofit organization, it's hard to keep people on task and keep them afloat. You know what I mean? So what are some challenges you face, in production with this movie?
I would say...
with any movie.
I would say the way I overcome the challenges is by creating a family atmosphere where we all have each other's back. It's almost like next man up, or next woman up, where everybody knows they have a position to play.
Okay.
And everybody that's a part of this company, they know when they first meet me, my whole thing is that I want to take and put them in a place to win.
Okay.
And I am proving that time and time again. When I first meet these actors, I tell them, like, look, I can't really promise you $1 million. I can't promise you that you're going to be the next Sharon Stone or some, Beyonce. But I can promise you this, I'm going to get you to the door, okay? And I'm going to provide you a platform so you can take and get to that next level.
I love it.
And I promised that, and I've kept that word to every single person. There's not one person say I've never done that for them. Because everybody who's with me, they've been on Prime Video, Tubi, Apple TV. Some have been on Tyler Perry sets. Some have been at the BET Awards. Some have been on Tales. You name it, Jumanji, Avengers. We can go on and on.
I know.
But I've kept my word.
You provide that platform.
Yeah.
So what have you faced in the industry-wise as being a young black male?
Oh, easy.
Coming up, doing this. So many people are doing it, but everybody don't have the touch or the creativity. How can you tell our audience what makes you different? I want you to answer that first. What makes you different than any other script writer?
I would say this, because it's two parts of that I can answer real quick. First part, I'm going to say the hardest thing that I've had to overcome in this industry is media. Media's been the toughest thing I had to overcome, because people are so selective about what they want to allow on their platforms that they won't give guys like me or people that's doing what I'm doing a chance. So when you provide this opportunity, it allows me to now cross over and be in Mississippi and get this out to the people that's watching and viewing your program.
That's right.
So that's one of the toughest things. The second part of that is learning how to master, not say master, but learning how to navigate social media. Social media is such a powerful tool.
Yes.
Now it could be a weapon of destruction, or it can be a weapon of something that can build you.
Right.
I've used it to actually build the name and the brand up, because people know when they see me post something, there's always something positive.
That's right.
I'm trying to uplift somebody. I'm putting somebody on. I don't make it all about me. So those are the two things for me. Media, as far as trying to overcome that, but knowing how to use my social media to get my message out.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this before we go to another commercial and bring the cast on.
Yeah.
What do you have coming up now? Like, what are you working on? And you answered that greatly. I just want to tell you.
Oh, wow, okay. You might bring me back.
I'm telling you, coming back, because you're coming to the coast to do a lot of things.
Okay.
So, what do you have coming up?
Oh, we have a lot of things coming up. Currently, right now, we are pushing the movie What the Heart Wants. Secondly, we're also promoting the soundtrack, which is the first major motion picture soundtrack ever produced and distributed worldwide. So we're promoting that. We also have a new movie we just wrapped on Sunday called Southern Village, which will be coming out soon. That's all I can say. Coming out soon.
Okay.
We're getting ready to go into casting for Nerdy Kid from Escambia. I said there's a lot going on, but also just continuing to follow the path that God has laid out in front of us. That's the biggest thing.
Well, I'm proud of you, my brother. I am proud of you.
Thank you.
So stay tuned. We'll be back with more from the Manager of the Year, Mr. Elrico Tunstall, and with his lovely cast from Pensacola, Florida.
I love you, Stefan.
Yeah. Love you too, babe.
Pay the man.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Lavish Show. I am here now with the cast of What the Heart Wants. Welcome, everybody. From Pensacola, Escambia, where else? Crestview, all that. Atlanta, wow. I'm so glad that y'all are here. Montgomery. Wow, the Gulf Coast, right?
San Diego.
Right, Gulf Coast. Well, San Diego, that's coastline too. Well, I'm glad y'all are here. Y'all bring so much energy to the show. I'm just ready to get into this conversation of what the heart wants and start with your main character. So I want to start with the lady in the house. We got two ladies in the house, two queens. But this one, when I say the beginning of the movie, I was like, whoa, she played that part. All right, and I'm going to pass the mic to you. You just tell us who you are, where you're from, and your character, about your character, okay?
Hello, hello. I am Miriam McGriff. I play Jennifer in What the Heart Wants. I'm from Crestview, Florida, and you will see in the movie Jennifer is a loving, devoted wife to her amazing, loving husband, and you will see there's a journey that she goes through.
Right.
Yes.
A journey that she goes through.
Yes.
So your character, does it evolve into something else?
Yes, I go through an emotional roller coaster. Okay. Very emotional. Thanks. And I don't want to tell, too much, but you will see. There's the emotional roller coaster that Jennifer goes through. Okay, and what else do you do besides acting? Because I can tell in the movie you got another little side thing. You sing? Yeah, I sing at my church. Yes, ma'am. Campton First Baptist Church in Laurel Hill. Shout out to my pastor, which is my father, Anthony McGriff. Yes. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Because he first loved me. Yes, yes. That makes me upset with Stefan because tell me about it. Yes. Stefan is a character. Mm-hmm. Yes. Go ahead.
There we go.
Tell us who you are, your real name.
I got so many, but the name that you're gonna see on the screen, Jeff Sapp. Okay. Also go by J Sapp Madstack. We'll dive into that part, doing the music as well. But no, I had the honor of playing Stephen Mahomes in What the Heart Wants, carried over directly from my same portrayal of the same character in the stage play. Right. There was a little bit of an adaptation, of a difference. Obviously, when you make the switch from theater to on screen, there are a lot of differences for those out there that may not know. Right. But you had the opportunity to check out both, see the stage play first and then the movie. So I'm sure you can see that.
And I do want to say acting is hard. It's not easy.
Well, look at here.
Okay. I do want to put that out there.
It's exceptionally difficult. And it's simply just a matter of believing in your own head and your own mind. A few of us, have taken the Actors Corps class that, Elrico gave us the opportunity, where a lot of us started from. And I had the privilege of actually learning from Favor, which I think he actually was in one of the first classes to ever be created. Right. And, it's one of those things as human beings, you don't want to, getting out of your own head is just like the biggest obstacle. You know what I'm saying? If you get over that hurdle, then really everything is more downhill. It's not easy now. It's not simple. It's not easy, but it is a little bit more of a simpler ride, I should say. That's right. Just getting out of your own head is a very, very big part of acting.
So tell us about your character, Stefan. He's a music mogul.
He's a music mogul.
And what happens?
And he absolutely doesn't like when people call him Stefan because his name is Stephen. Stephen.
Oh.
So I'm sorry. It took me back. So you want me to tell you about my character? There you go. I just summed it up. I just summed it up. That's the best way I could sum up my character. Stephen is a music mogul. He's an artist. Been grinding it out his whole life in the Pensacola area. The truth is, he's actually not from Pensacola, but he resides and lives in Pensacola. He catches his major break by way of another mogul. Okay, not in the same field per se, but another mogul ends up borrowing some money. And gets that meteoric rise at the top where his name is now a household name. People know him everywhere he goes, trying to take pictures, this, that, and the third, but it comes with a price. And now the loan shark or whoever he borrowed the money from is coming to collect and look for it and I don't have it, you know. So I got to figure out something quick to go get it, you know. I don't have it, but I'm fronting as if I do, because again, Elrico draws on real life, and a lot of what you see in music is a stereotype or a certain way of life that in fact actually it can be the exact polar opposite of the real circumstances.
That's right. True.
So you got chains, diamonds on your neck, you know, all the fancy cars, clothes, but in reality, you know, you really don't have or own anything. And you owe somebody. You owe somebody. And you owe somebody.
That you're trying
yes.
to make it, right?
Correct.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, one other thing I want to ask you. I know that you did a lot of things with the Manager of the Year here.
Mm-hmm.
You're a rapper.
I am.
You got spit. You got something to.
I have a 16 that is just straight to the point. I mean, I always go to it because it seems to fit every moment.
Let me hear.
Okay, so why is it most of the hardest artists ain't even really all the hardest? Because when this started, lyrics what made a star then. More obnoxious, some artists heartless, paid regardless, sound flawless. Fast life, rap life, I sum it up. Stack life, illest man, illest tracks. Nobody rock with me though they claiming the rock was sap. They say that Jay plain Jane and respect famous and beats banging. Never pay attention to what I'm saying. So what I'm saying? Lyrics and beats banging. It's obvious you love the life, but in the eyes, still hating. I ain't worried though. I got my own vision. Persistence given. This mission was given. It's so gifted. You can. There you go. A little something.
All right, Jeff. Dallas. All right, we're gonna give the mic to Mr. Favor.
Okay.
Mr. Favor. Now you have got to tell me your real name now. I've been saying Favor for years, y'all, because I know he does rap and stuff. You know,
DBA.
Tell us who you are, your real name, and your character in this movie. What the Heart Wants.
Man, no problem. Look, so I go by the name of Favor. But my real name is Vincent Smith. That's what you will see in the movie. It says Vincent Smith. So born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama. So the Gump raised me, and Pensacola saved me. My character in the movie is a bit of a comic relief for the movie. It's the choir director. This is a character that I made up, man, some years back in another play that we did. And Elrico saw it and was like, we can do something with that. And so we brought it back for the play, What the Heart Wants. And then he was like, yep, in the movie too. Come on, let's ride. So that character is something that's been like dear to me because I made it up and just it's been going.
It has.
It's been going.
Very comical in the movie. Yes. You know, to my audience, you have to go see this movie, and I'm gonna let Elrico plug it at the end. But his character, it starts with a stripper part, right?
I was trying. You know, it's PG. I got a couple of. It's PG. Yeah, I don't take nothing off. It's okay. But yeah, this character, he has a number of jobs. Let's just say it like that. You'll see throughout history and what we're doing that this character he has a number of jobs.
And why the Jerry curl?
Well,
and this is the guy that's in the movie helping you with the Jerry curl.
That's my Activator man. Activator man, you know. But it just gives it another touch of I guess home, because I actually remember like a couple of my uncles and things of that sort who had a Jerry curl back in the day. So that character just reminds me of those type of people. So it was like, yeah, what better way than a Jerry curl, man? Let's do it.
That's right. Okay, so what else you do on the side, Favor? I know it was in Sacred Heart.
Yes, it was in Sacred.
Another production by Elrico.
Yes.
There's no heart in that movie.
And played a doctor. Definitely no heart. Just
you put the heart in what the heart
is. Yeah. So you also did like zombie.
Yes.
What was that?
My original, the very first thing I played on was actually Walking Dead.
Yes.
Thanks to this, again, great, magnificent manager. Class 1, I was doing my thing, and before we could graduate, I was already getting, hey, bro, you going to Atlanta, you going to be on Walking Dead. I'm like, I don't even watch that show. What is this? and I'm looked it up, and it's like the #1 show in the world. And I'm like, whoa. So went for 3 days, got that experience, man. I was calling him back like, bro, I don't know about this, because, you know, it was just like, whoa, first experience. But persistence in God. When you have him in your life and you know what you're supposed to be doing, you understand the purpose of what he has you doing, you vent off, but you shut up. And me shutting up, it was like probably a week or two later, they were calling by name for me to come to the studio. And actually work in the studio this time where they are, and it was like, okay, now this is the experience I was looking for.
That's the favor.
Yeah, so.
The favor, your name, right?
Yes.
You want to do your extracurricular talents and things.
I mean, you know, I got a few things going. You know, I'm acting coach. I do modeling, rapper, gospel artist.
You want to give us something?
Oh, sure, always. All right, so look. Say favor your cold, I tell them turn on the heat. They say favor your flow, I tell them cut on the beat. They screaming favor ain't fast, how I made it out the streets. Cause favor is rare, but it was given to me. I took a few losses, now I'm playing for keeps. See, I'm about that action, cause talk is cheap. In the army of the Lord, call favor a chief. Me and you are not the same, I march to a different beat. I move my feet to move the streets to victory, cause we need peace. Here on earth, you gotta understand that you all got worth. It's not just you, see, we all been hurt. It's not just a building, see, we all God's church.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Favorite, y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm actually, I just recently, thanks to my good friend in Atlanta, opened up and got an EIN number so I can start my styling business. Yeah. So it's called Favors Styles, coming soon.
I love it.
I'm gonna be a fashion consultant. If you haven't seen, again, man, go check my pages. Go check it out. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know how I look. I really live that. So, like, I'm going to start helping people because a lot of people come to me about that. Like, man, I want to just say. So, I had to open the business and go ahead and do it, man. When God bless you, you use those talents.
I love it. All of y'all are becoming these creators. That's amazing.
Yes. Great leader.
You know, my organization, Creative Women Enterprise, is a nonprofit. We feed the hungry, clothe the homeless, and we bring out creativity and peace.
Yes.
So I love this, that all y'all creators are
yes.
So now we're going to pass the mic.
Yes.
Okay, we should have did a rap song. Pass the mic. Pass the mic to this beautiful queen. Tell us your name and where you're from and your part in the movie, What the Heart Wants.
Well, my name is Lori Coleman Miles. I was born in Chicago, raised in the southern suburbs outside of Chicago. I currently reside in Crestview, Florida, and I play Consuela in What the Heart Wants.
Consuela?
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about this character. I know about the character, but...
Consuela is a sweetheart. She really is. She is. She is Jennifer's dearest and closest friend.
Oh, no.
She is.
Best friend.
Bestie. Yes.
So does this character have such of a, or sort of a flaw, or something we can share with the audience about this character, Consuela? Yeah.
She's not shifty. She's not shady. She's mysterious.
Okay, mysterious. Okay. Beautifully done, because I don't want to give it away, but y'all have got to see this movie. I'm gonna see it again.
Yes.
So you coming out of Chicago, you got to have a hidden talent. What is it?
I grew up modeling. I modeled until into my late 20s. I'm also a licensed esthetician. I'm a makeup and lash artist. I am now a certified life coach, and I do sing. At my church, I was on the praise team in the choir, and I had to take a break, finish school, take care of my husband, all that. So, yes.
Great. You gonna give us something, little something?
I can.
Go
I guess.
Go ahead.
Let's see. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home, when Jesus is my portion, a constant friend friend is he. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me.
Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You see what I mean?
Mysterious.
Yo, because look who he's rolling with. They ain't just
I am mysterious. Yes. Thank you.
So we're going to say the best for last. And and my producer, you gotta forgive me, Mr. Phil. Thank you so much for being here today with us.
Shout out to Mr. Phil.
Thank you. Shout out to Hunter too. But we gonna get a little hype right now. Tell me.
Okay.
Elevator Man in the movie, y'all. I'm just seeing this character just go around with this bottle sheening and just money, just
causing havoc.
Tell us your name and who you are in the movie.
Well, my name is Austin B, aka Crook, but I play the activator, which is pretty much a comic relief, and he's actually the best friend and sidekick to the choir director, which is played by Mr. Favorite Rashad Smith right here. So
wow, awesome. Now, how did you get this role?
Well, I'm originally from Pensacola, Florida, and I took the Actors Core 1 class with Elrico back in 2017. Wow. So that kind of was kind of like my en route into the acting and from the Mind of Elrico Studios world. But then I actually came here to Pascagoula in 2021 and actually seen What the Heart Wants play. So being that I live in Atlanta, I don't get a chance to come back all the time. So What the Heart Wants play in 2021, I know you were there too, Miss Lavish, and it really had an effect on me. So I actually seen my character already get played by somebody else. Yeah. So I already kind of had the blueprint as into what was expected. Yeah, and it was hilarious for me to be sitting in that crowd next to Mr. and Mrs. Tunstall and next to Mrs. Eugenia Tunstall also too, and just see the reactions to everybody, especially the choir director and the activator man in that original play. So for me to come in and kind of do my part, it was just simple. I mean, it's a blessing. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Wow. So what else do you do on the side?
Well,
you don't sing. What else? I don't know you, so I'm trying to know you now. What else you do?
Well, I do actually have multiple songs in different languages, so that's kind of what I do. I kind of do rapping, but it's to the point where I'm actually rapping in different languages. But
you gonna have to let us know now which one you gonna do for us.
Well, I can't do anything right now. I can't do anything right now because we actually have a soundtrack called What the Heart Wants, and y'all gonna have to go pick up the soundtrack to hear more of the talented people and members of this cast and his crew.
Wow. Well, thank you for being here today on the Lavish Show. I appreciate you.
228 in the house.
We're going to turn it back over to Mr. Elrico, the Manager of the Year.
And now.
Do it.
I also introduce him too. I'm sorry. So look, we got this thing. I just, nobody does this but me. I got to introduce him because he's just helped so many people that he deserves I feel like he deserves an intro. So, so this is what we've been doing forever, man. So let me go and introduce my brother right here. Y'all ready? Yeah. Y'all ready? All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, I bring to you none other than the head of the table, the tribal chief, the two-time war vet, and the 1%. And now, you're finna enter the Elrico era with none other than and still the notorious Manager of the Year.
Thank you. He's on payroll for that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
So, I want you to plug, this movie, the title, where is it at, so we can watch it. But I also want to say thank you to the cast for y'all being here.
Yes. Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Well, seriously, this is not the last time you'll be on the Lavish Show because I know there's great things. I'm going to premiere one of those.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I got my IMDb page.
Okay. All right. Let's get it.
All right. So let's get into that, Miss Elrico.
Okay.
Tell us, where we can see this wonderful movie, What the Heart Wants.
Yes.
Share. Go ahead.
All right. What the Heart Wants is streaming globally Worldwide, you can find it on Prime Video. You can find it on Apple TV Plus, and you can also find it on Tubi.
Tubi?
This is the second movie that we now have streaming globally. Sacred was the first, and now What the Heart Wants is the mega hit that is taking the Gulf Coast and the world by storm.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay, so
yes.
How can anybody want to get into acting, want a spot, or to get in contact with you? How can they reach you?
I'm going to make this simple. You can either go to www.manageroftheyear.net, which is the official website of everything that we do. You can find us on Facebook at From the Mind of Elrico Studios, or you can call me 850-760-7872. It will be me that picks up the phone, not nobody else. You can really call me. So you might want to hurry up and do that before that changes. Yeah.
It's gonna change.
Yeah.
And look, I want you to shout out your beautiful wife.
That was coming next. Yes, that was coming next.
Yes.
My beautiful, amazing Eugenia Tunstall. I cannot do this without you, babe. I love you.
Oh. Yeah. And your family. Shout out to you one more time.
Yeah, that got to. Shout out you.
Yes. So thank y'all for being here. Well, there you have it, everyone. The cast of What the Heart Wants with the Manager of the Year, Mr. Elrico Tunstall, all the way from Pensacola, Florida. Thank you for tuning in to The Lavish Show. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shira Stallworth. See you next time.